Welcome guys again to the Lisikatech YouTube channel. So today our topic is loop. Okay, so I think everybody has the idea about loop. What do you mean by loop in simple English language? Okay, so in simple English language, loop is sorry. Okay, so loop is means a circle, right? Looping. So this is the loop. Okay, so this is the simple method of simple layman language of loop, right? But in coding, the loop has different meaning. Means is has a similar meaning but in a different way. Okay, for let me take an example. Okay, for example, your father, okay, your father told you to bring some products. For example, A product, B product, C product, and D product. Okay, then from home you went to the market to bring all this product. Okay, now you bought A product and forgot A, B, C, D, and you went back to the home, and then your father told you that you forgot B, C, D, right? You only bought A. So again, what do you have to do? Again, travel back to the market to bring these three items. Okay, for example, this time also you only bought B, but you forgot C and D. Now you came back to the home and told that I bought the B, but your father told you that you forgot C product and D product. Then you again traveling back to the market, and this time also you bought only C product. Then your father told you that you forgot the D. Then again you going back to the market and bringing this product. Now this time when you get back to the home, your father told, okay, you bought all of the product, now you can rest and watch movie, okay, or play games. So what is happening here? Until you fulfilling the condition, you are in a loop, right? You are traveling market, again back to the home, again traveling to the market and backing to the home, right? So after you fulfill all of the product requirement, then you get rest, right? So that is the same thing happens in a code. We're going to see in our code. Okay, but let me take a example of flowchart. Okay, so this is a flowchart. Okay, of loop. So what is happening? First initializing the product. Okay, now we having the condition. What are the condition? We have initialized A, B, C, D, and condition is that you have to bought all of the product without missing them, right? But when you travel to the market, you miss the item, right? Sorry, you miss the item B, C, D. So this is the true. You miss the item is true. Then again you are traveling back to the inner loop. But when you complete all of the condition, that is false. You didn't miss any of the products, so you get end of the loop, right? So let's see the code. But before going to the loop code, I think you guys have complete this project, this task, right? So let's go to the loop. Okay, so today's topic is loop. Okay, so in loop there is two type of loop. Okay, one is if loop and another is while loop. Okay, sorry for my mistake. One is for loop and another is while loop. Okay, so first see what is a for loop. Okay, so okay, do one thing. Before loop we should know what is a list. Okay, I think you should get an idea of list. Okay, so what do you mean by list? Okay, for example, mm, okay, so list. Okay, for example, you have a box. Okay, now inside the box, okay, to make a list we use array bracket or square bracket. Okay, so this is the square bracket we are using. Inside the square bracket we can put multiple value. What we are doing in previous, we are usually doing like A is equals to 2, then B is equals to 3. For example, A and B is same kind of product or same kind of thing. So we, instead of initializing the value in each of the variable, we can simply make a list. Okay, so let me tell you one thing, that is in array we usually store same type of product. What do you mean by same type of product? In array we usually put, means if there is a integer, for example integer, you are putting only integer, then you have to put all of the numbers should be integer. Okay, but if you put integer with a string, then it will give a error. Okay, it is not permitted in array, but in list we can do that. We can do all kind of data type in a single box. Okay, for example, let's make a toy. Okay, then numbered, for example 23, then 2023, then a float, then a simple letter. Then how we can print this? For example, if I print box. Okay, Now see what will be printed. So it is connecting. Okay, let wait a minute. Okay, 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 so it's connected. See what will be the output. See, this is the output. So it has given us the output of this array. But if we want only print toy, then 23, means we are wanting some output like toy, then 23, then 2023, we want this kind of output. So then you have to use for loop. We're going to be detailed in list, don't worry. I just told you the simple concept of list. Okay, we're going to be going to detail in list with methods, list methods, how to append, how to delete an element from list, how to indexing. Okay, we're going to know that. Okay, don't worry. So in a loop we can, let's make a list. Okay, first, for example, simply we making this list only, working with this list only. So let's make a for loop. Okay, now for, so let's in maths also, you know that if you don't know the value, we usually take as x or something, x or I, whatever you can do there, you can take. Okay, so let's take each of the element in the list as x. Okay, so x for x, so x, we have taken each of the element as x. Now in which element, inside box, right, in box. So we are taking each of the element as x inside the box list, right? Now we have taken, now this is a syntax. Okay, now x in box, and now we are giving the, this is a syntax. So now we're going to print simple print x. Now it's going to print only the element instead of the square bracket. See, so see, you can see the difference between this printing function and this printing method, right? So this is the for loop. Okay, now in for loop there is another thing. For example, let's make a number from 1 to 10. Okay, let's make a number from 1 to 10 with help of for loop, or a list. Okay, we are making a list from 1 to 10. Okay, so how we can do that? So in a Python there is concept of range. Okay, so range, for example, from 1 to 10, right? We are going to print range from 1 to 10. Now this is the range. So what will be printed? Let's see, from range 1 to 10. See, so it is simply printing this element. Okay, so it's not printing like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right? So let's take inside the for loop. Okay, for x in range. Okay, now inside the range we're going to take from 1 to 10. But if I take from 1 to 10, it will print from 1 to 9, because in last it takes one lesser than the last element. For example, from 1 to 10, you can see, for example, let's print it. Okay, you will able to understand what I'm saying. So x. Okay, now if I print it, see, 1 2 3 4 9, from 9. Now for printing 1 to 11, 1 to 10, we have to give 11. So then only it will print from 1 to 10. See now, so in last element you have to take one greater than the last element. Okay, for example, if you want to print from 1 to 9, you have to print 1 9 plus 1, so that is 10. So 1 to 10. Okay, so we can also do same thing as that, simply plus 1. Okay, we can also do that. See, okay, I think you got the answer. Okay, you understand that thing. Okay, now let's see what is while loop. Okay, so while loop, okay, sorry for while loop. So let's code it. Okay, so while loop, in while loop we usually assign something first. Okay, for example, let's 1. Okay, now so we have to give a condition until when it will run. Okay, for example, when 1 is, till when it will print, till num is less than or equal to 10. Okay, now if I print it, say print num, and we're going to num plus equals to 1. So this is the thing. Okay, see, so it will print from 1 to 10. So what is happening, till num is less than or equal to 10. That means whenever num is, if num is becomes greater than 10, then it will stop printing, it will not print greater than. So let's make it also less than. Okay, till num is less than 10 means it will print till 9. Okay, because not equal to means it should be lesser than 10, right? So let me explain this first. Okay, what is this? Okay, so I think you understand. Num is equals to something, like for example 1. Now I want to num 1 is equals to num plus 1. We can do that, right? Now instead of this also we can simply plus 1 in num only. Okay, how we can do that? We can plus itself by 1. So simply num equals to num plus 1. Okay, so see, so what will be this? See, if I print it now, okay, print it num, and if I print it, then see what is the difference. Okay, so see, first is it was 1, then it is 2, right? So instead of writing this way, we can also simply do thing like num plus equals to 1. Okay, so it is much simpler, right? Now see, it will give the same result. See, okay, I think you got the answer. Okay, so plus equals to 1. Okay, so this is the while loop syntax. I think you got the idea what is while loop. So let's take an example. Okay, let's take an example that is okay, let's make example, right? Take a user input. Okay, let's take a user want to print something. For example, user want to print till 8 element. Okay, or okay, let's take a best example. Let's make a store. Okay, for example, a store having fruits, chocolate. Okay, now have 24. Let's make it simpler. Okay, 26, 20, 45. Okay, now user comes to the store. Okay, now user comes to the store, he wants some item. Okay, for example, user need is equals to int input enter the items enter the items till you want. Okay, now user, if user wants 3, if it writes 3, then it will get fruits, chocolate and 24, right? Now let's see how we can make that. Simply for loop, and x in will be the store. Okay, in store or make it range. Okay, range from 1 to 10. Okay, let's do one thing, simply making that user need. Okay, I think you don't know about the indexing. Let's make this another time. Okay, so we are making only this type. Okay, we are taking a number from user and we are printing till user needs. Okay, so user need, so let's plus 1. Okay, because okay, now print x. Okay, now let's take a number. Now if I print 7, then it will print till 7, right? 1 to 7. So this is the thing. Okay, I think you got the idea about while loop and for loop. Okay, so practice this. Okay, so now let's solve a real-time problem. Okay, so what is the question? Okay, so what is the question? Question is that print only even number from 1 to 10. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, so you have to print only even numbers from 1 to 10. So we can do that. For example, let's take for loop for x in range. Okay, let me tell you another awesome thing about the range. That is, for example, if I want to from 10, but I want to jump. Okay, what is happening before 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Now if I want to print like 1 3, let me take is jump 2 steps. Okay, So if I print it, print x, now see, it will print, see what is printing, 1 3 5 7 9, right? It's jumping, okay, from 1 plus 2 3 plus 2 5 5 plus 2 7, okay, it is it's taking jumping steps. Okay, now let's solve this problem. Okay, now let's make it +1, and we're going to print only if condition. We are using a if condition. If x is remainder, what is the prime even number? Means if it is divisible by 2, then only it is even number, right? So what should be the remainder? We're going to divide each of the element from 2 divided by 2. What is the remainder? If the remainder is 0, then only it is even. So let's equals to 0. Now print the x. So if x is divided by 2 and its remainder is 0, then only it will be printed, the number will be printed. Okay, I think you got the idea what I'm telling. See, 2 4 6 8 9. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, and the task is that print prime number. Okay, print all the prime number from 0 to 10. Okay, so that will be the homework for today. Okay, so solve it. Okay, thank you.